Off is to ask you a little bit about how this album came together.
Yeah, it's been a long process to be honest. 2015 we started. Um, we were a group of musicians that were previously in other bands, but looking to create something that was a bit more, I guess, emotive, and but also having that kind of heavy drive. So yeah, just like-minded individuals getting together in a room and jamming, really.
Yeah, yeah. So talk us through the writing process of the songs because you all came from different backgrounds. Did that impact the writing process at all?
Uh, yeah, what I found is, sorry, mate, got my daughter in the car.
That's all right.
um, what I found is that everyone has been awesome songwriters. So everyone's engineers as well. So we have quite a skilled level of production value. So what happens is everyone will write demos or create stuff at home. We'll learn it and create things ourselves, but then bring it to the practice room and jam it together. And it's really when we get together as a group that the songs actually come to life.
That must make it pretty remarkable when you do come together like that. What's it like sitting down and listening to the different pieces of work that each member has done when you do that?
That's the part that I love the most. If I have a riff that I create and I bring it to the group, I get a real kick out of listening to their creative input and what they bring to the table,
Yep.
and vice versa as well. I love creating melodies over, like, say, if Trajan comes to a meet up with a riff, and then I create something over the top, or same with Steve. So yeah, I guess we all vibe off each other in that way.
So what kind of things were inspiring the lyrics? Were they really personal lyrics, or were they lyrics that were more about the world around us today?
To be honest, the lyrics that's Richie's domain, but he goes quite deep, and they are all very much personal stories that he opens up, and I guess and this is a really creative express. For example, some of the songs that we've written are about people that have passed away in his life, and he'll be trying to come out of dealing with that, and so coming out of his room and then just stepping back into like a life, and that's what that person would want from him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. What's that like for you as a band member when he writes something so personal like that? What's it like for you sitting down and reading those lyrics? Because it's almost like reading somebody's diary entry.
That's the beauty of music, when someone shares on such an intimate level like Richie does, it only creates intimate relationship with us, It
Yeah.
makes us feel closer to him, and what I feel is that it shows on stage in our live performance when we're all, interlinked in this story and understanding. It makes for a better live performance.
Yep, yep. Now, the live performances, you guys have been doing a few live performances just recently. How have these new tracks been going live for you guys?
All the songs have been going really well. It's nice to have the support of not just the radio stations here, but some in Australia as well. So we've noticed a huge spike in our engagement on all across our social media channels, and it's starting to reflect live. Like, people are singing along. We're having more people come along to see us. Selling more merch. So it's definitely noticeable.
Yep. And some of the tracks have charted as well. How has that made you feel, seeing those tracks actually go into the New Zealand charts?
It's quite surprising and really humbling, actually, as well, because rock isn't as widely spread as some of the other genres. So, like, New Zealand's big into like 660, LAB. There's a lot of that kind of dubstep, reggae, R&B sort of thing going on. So for rock to cut through in the charts is, I feel, quite a milestone.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to talk to you a little bit about what you said before earlier as well. You left two very popular bands in order to be able to form City of Souls. What was it about wanting to form City of Souls that made you take that big step into forming a brand new band?
To be honest, two of the guys in the band, Trajan and Steve, they presented a track to me. I was kind of looking for something new and wanting to be a bit more creative and a bit more positive in terms of like lyric writing. So when they presented me with a track called Tying Tongues, there was instantly, just the emotional content in that track really moved me.
Yep.
And just from hearing it from that first go and feeling what I felt, I was really drawn to the band, and it was exactly what I was wanting to express myself. I mean, when you're moved like that, you know that the audience is going to be moved. You know that others are going to share that same feeling, and that's, I guess, part of the creative process that I thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah, that's also a huge step for you as well. Like, how did you know that was the right move? Did you guys jam a little bit as well after they presented that track to you?
Yeah, we started, showing each other songs and riffs and ideas and stuff like that, and just, it's more for me about being with a good bunch of people. Like, I could join any band and be able to creatively express in terms of songwriting, but when you have a group of like-minded individuals that share the same passion, the same hobbies, the same interests, that's kind of, when you form a family.
Yep. Now, we mentioned before as well about the singles doing so well. Has that kind of calmed your nerves a little bit before the album comes out on the 1st of May, or are you still pretty nervous about the album coming out?
Pretty excited about the album coming out, actually.
Yeah.
Like I said, our first single dropped in 2015.
Yeah.
And we've been sitting on this album for a very long time. So, we've had a few obstacles, things like, opening for Bring Me the Horizon. When they cancelled the first show, that determined when we would drop our next single. So every time something like that would happen, that's kind of an obstacle for us to overcome. So we would delay a release.
Yep.
And that's happened, same with the Circles tour. We didn't get to support Circles, so we didn't release a track then. So I'm just glad that all the ducks are in a row now, and we've lined up all these singles. We're releasing them all, and it's coming out on May the 1st. A bit of anxiety, but also excitement. I can't wait to see what the response is.
Definitely. And what does the rest of the year hold for you now? The album comes out on May 1st, but what are you guys planning on doing after that? Are you looking to tour more, maybe even come to Australia?
Well, that was definitely the plan. It's a really tough moment in music history, I feel, at the moment.
Yep.
We were supposed to be playing with Deftones tomorrow. So that's Sunday, March the 15th.
Yep.
And what had happened was, because My Chemical Romance pulled out of the Download Festival, that meant Deftones pulled out of that.
Yep.
And this is due to the coronavirus. So it's a really interesting time for the music industry in terms of live touring. I'm not too sure. Our plan was definitely come to Australia.
Yeah.
Hopefully that still happens. But with the coronavirus kind of affecting it, we might have to do some sort of live streaming from our band practice room. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Is this the time for bands to get really creative? Because we've actually just had 3 music festivals cancelled this morning here in Australia. We've had all of our major sporting events cancelled. Is this the time for bands to start thinking about something creative like that and playing live online like used to happen with MySpace?
Yeah, I mean, that's the conversations we're having now.
Yeah.
If we can't get to the audience, if we can't go out to the audience, how do we go into the audience's homes? How do we get to their screens?
Yep, definitely. Well, mate, I've got to say, thank you so much for chatting to us today. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we do wish you all the best with what's going to happen now with everything that's going on. But is there anything you would like to say to our readers and listeners out there before they go out and grab a copy of the album on May 1st?
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Hey, thank you for taking the time to give us a call.
Not a problem. So is there anything you'd like to say to our readers and listeners out there before they go out and grab the copy of the album?
Yeah, just want to send gratitude to everyone. Thank you for, listening. Thank you for enjoying, and hopefully, you guys feel something